Alright guys, the early reviews for It Chapter 2 are in, and honestly, they are apparently not as good as I was expecting them to be. I thought this movie would actually get some pretty high reviews, and apparently it isn't quite as high as I was expecting it to be, but that's fine. You know, I'm still going to go see the movie and definitely do a review for you guys when it comes out, and so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these reviews like I do in all of these videos, all of these early review reaction type of videos and stuff. I'm not adhering my opinion to what these critics are saying. I just like to see what they are saying about the movie before it comes out and kind of do a video on it for you guys, but I'll definitely go see the movie still and form my own opinions on it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into what the critics are saying about the movie. So we have Molly here. That's not to say It Chapter 2 will disappoint fans of King's Book and of Muschietti's 2017 film. Altogether, the film delivers a satisfying second and concluding chapter to the story of the Losers Club, though it takes nearly 3 hours to do so. With sequences that lag even if they offer important character development, it's clear Muschietti needed all 169 minutes, but could have used them a little more efficiently. Okay, I mean, I didn't even realize that this movie is that long. That's a really long movie. Wow, it's almost 3 hours long. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, for me, the reason that I liked it so much was because it was so heavy in the character development and stuff, and they actually focused a lot on the characters and trying to tell their story. That's what drew me so much to the first It movie in the first place. So, I don't know. I might still end up liking this movie, to be honest, because if that's the direction that they're going to be going in, then that'll be cool. That'll be cool to me. It Chapter 2 is exactly what you think it's going to be. Luckily, however, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The cast is strong, the script is engaging, and director Andy Muschietti delivers a solid story with plenty of scares. While it might not be as complex as other films in the genre, It Chapter 2 is, if nothing else, an entertaining watch. Interesting. Okay. Delivers a solid story with plenty of scares. While it might not be as complex as other films in the genre. So, it sounds, I mean, to me, it really, really does sound like It Chapter 2 is going to be a lot more, like, it's definitely going to still have horror elements in it, but it sounds like it's going to be using a lot of other types of elements as well, like probably more like action type of elements, things like that in the film as well, thriller, maybe even types of elements. So that'll be interesting to see how they do that. I don't know. Director Andy Muschietti returns for Chapter 2 with a vision that is bigger and more ambitious in just about every way. The runtime is epic, the spectacle is more spectacular, the CGI is on full blast, the film bounces between timelines, meaning the cast is twice as big with both the adult and younger versions at play, and the content is more mythological. The bold strides are admirable, and some of them work like a charm, but often the massive scope makes Chapter 2 feel too sprawling and sometimes disjointed and buckling under the weight of those ambitions. Interesting. So it sounds like to me a lot of the complaints have to do with the fact that it's just such a big movie and it doesn't really feel too much like most horror movies do. That's kind of what it seems like to me. It seems like they were legitimately trying to make like the Avengers version of a horror movie. That's pretty much how it seems like to me. And I've been saying things like that for a while now, where this movie kind of has an almost Avengers feel to it, even though it is still a horror movie. And that's kind of what I think that It Chapter 2 might end up being. Maybe that's the direction that Andy wanted to take this movie. Maybe he wanted it to kind of feel like an Avengers type of movie in the horror genre, and if he can pull that off, then, you know, kudos to him. You know, obviously I'm not going to be able to say one way or the other until I actually see it for myself, but it sounds like the type of movie that I might actually enjoy. I don't mind longer movies at all. It just depends on how good the pacing is and stuff, all of that type of stuff. And it sounds like the content is more mythological, which is cool as well. I'm a huge fan of mythology. I love mythology just in general across the board. So I might actually enjoy this movie quite a bit. So we'll have to wait and see on that. It Chapter 2 is an elaborate funhouse horror movie that springs pop-up gimmicks and boogie scares steadily enough to excuse it its been there story and self-important 169-minute runtime. That was kind of a weak take. I don't know, just like that was just kind of like, okay, whatever. The main problem with Chapter 2 is that it goes on and on for so very long. If brevity is not necessarily the soul of a good scare, it would certainly serve a story that sends in the clowns and then lets them just stay there, leering and lurking and chewing through scene after scene until there's nothing left to do but laugh or leave. Okay. I don't know, like, I'm just gonna have to see for myself, to be completely honest. To me, like, none of these things are necessarily massive red flags to me as far as the movie goes. And honestly, like, when it comes to the critics in the first place anyway, I don't really try to listen too closely to what they're saying, because most of the times the critics aren't very reliable in the first place, to me at least. So I'm definitely going to go see the movie, and I will definitely be doing a review for you guys. I believe it comes out in like exactly like 1 month from today or something. So I will definitely be doing a review for, wait, no. Sorry, Joker comes out 1 month from today. It Chapter 2 comes out in like 2 weeks or something, I think. I don't think it's this weekend. I think it's the next weekend, I think. But I will definitely be doing a review for you guys. So if you are new around here, consider subscribing to the channel so that you can hear my thoughts about it when I actually see the movie. I have other reviews on the channel as well. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart